guys. So if you saw by my little intro, we dropped down a big old box slap full of crankbaits, okay? Today, we're not going to be talking about like crankbait types such as, deep diving or square bill or flat side, etc. We're not talking about that. We're talking about crankbait colors, okay? And what I mean by colors, we'll set this little box down. Most people, when they go to a tackle store, if they're, veterans to the sport, or if they're newcomers, they're going to pick up stuff, like this. This is a Rapala Shad Wrap in the shad color. This guy right here, I don't care what you're fishing for, they will hit a Rapala Shad Wrap. And I feel like the Rapala Shad Wrap, I'm going to go off on this little subject just for 1 second, is labeled as a cold water crankbait. But that is so not true. You can use this bait when it's ice cold or if it's boiling hot, okay? When you fish cold water, regardless of what you're fishing for, the fish are very finicky. So why not take a bait that works great in tough conditions, finicky fish, and use it year-round? A lot of people say cold water, Shad Wrap. I say anytime that fish are in the water, throw a Shad Wrap. You'll catch fish. Or something like this. This is a Rapala DT6. I believe this is the Caribbean shad. Okay. It's a great bait. As you can see already, I'm really big into the Rapalas. I do have other styles of crankbaits, other name brands, but I go with Rapalas the most. Like a Rapala Bluegill DT6 Rapala. I cannot remember the name of this color. It should be coming up right here, and you can find that color. I like the Rapala stuff. And people will pick up something like this. I see a lot of these, hung up in trees, and, if I get snagged on something, I pull up a lot of these as well. This is the Bomber Fat-Free Fingerling, okay? It's an awesome bait as well. It's got a little rattle to it, but most people pick up stuff like that, okay? Because that, in our brains as fishermen and what we have been taught to pick up, is stuff like this from YouTube or from old timers, whatever you have. That's what they're going to tell you to pick up. But what about holographic style baits? Colors, okay? These two are both Yozuris. These are the 3DBs, I believe. Yes. Square bills. And it's holographic. If I back up a little bit into the sun, you might be able to see that, okay? And I've got all types of holographic colored baits. This is the Rapala, we'll just grab 3 of them real quick. The Rapala glass shads. I've got black, I've got blue. Okay, holographic stuff. Let's talk about something that's a lot smaller, like a Yozuri 3DS. The holographic stuff, guys, to me, I don't feel like fishermen of any kind talk about them enough, okay? They work great, especially when fish are schooling. You can throw in a holographic bait in there, and almost guarantee you're going to get bit, okay? Fish are pressured. They're used to seeing, one specific color, if I can dig him out, one specific color go past them day in and day out that we have been taught to pick up as fishermen. You pick up something like this, and they're seeing something totally different. You see a lot of this stuff when it comes to jerk baits, okay? Jerk baits have a lot more variety of like holographic baits. But if you can find some crankbaits that have holographic colors to them, I know they're all tangled up together, and I've been trying to get them out, but it's okay. Stuff like that, guys, it will really, really get you a lot more bites because it's something the fish are not used to seeing, okay? And it's something that looks a lot more natural. If I take the, I was about to say Rapala, the Yozuri 3DS crankbait, And if I put a shad in my hand, it's got the same color. You know, scales of a fish are almost reflective in a way. So when you take something like that that's holographic and it's got a lot of reflection to it, it's a no-brainer. Throw it. You'll catch more fish. So guys, there's my little short video on holographic crankbaits and why you should be throwing them. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one.